The world's largest telecommunications company is suspending you for 3 days without pay.
I don't understand why. I'm a good employee.
I don't care. I have reviewed your QJD scores for last month and you were the low performer on the crew.
I know that I was the low performer on the crew. But the entire crew exceeded the objective, and I passed with 111%.
I don't care. You were still the low performer in the work group and you also had 2 repeated reports last month.
Those 2 repeats happened because the trouble was inside the customer's house and they were not home either time I was there.
I don't care. You still had 2 repeats. Also, I have a report that shows you did not call ahead on a service order last month.
I couldn't call ahead on that job because the customer did not have a can be reached number.
I don't care. The report still says you did not call ahead. Also, I have a customer survey that says the customer was very dissatisfied with our service.
That customer was upset because a sales associate sold him 6 telephone lines with DSL and unlimited long distance plus 3 cell phones. He only wanted 1 basic POTS line. He is 94 years old and lives in a nursing home.
I don't care. The customer was still dissatisfied. Also, I looked at your GPS records for the last 6 months and found that 5 months ago your truck stopped at a gas station for 19 minutes in the morning. This is a violation of company brake policy.
I remember that day. I stopped to get gas and my wife called from the hospital to tell me that her sister was just diagnosed with terminal cancer.
I don't care. You still violated the company brake policy. Also, your GPS records show that 6 months ago your truck was stopped at a McDonald's for 67 minutes around lunchtime. This is a violation of the company's lunch break policy.
I remember that day. A customer followed me to my truck to ask about getting DSL. I spent some time talking to the customer and sending in a referral.
I don't care. You still violated the company's lunch break policy. Also, your GPS records show that 3 weeks ago you drove out of route to the central office.
I remember that day. I had to stop to use the restroom.
I don't care. You still drove out of route and misused company time. Also, your GPS records show that 2 weeks ago you did not go to a customer's house before the dispatch. This is a violation of company policy.
I remember that day. I did not go to the customer's house before the dispatch because I called ahead and the customer told me that he was not home. I tested the line and the problem was in the cable. I fixed the trouble and the customer was happy.
I don't care. You still violated company policy. Also, your GPS records show that last week your truck idled for 18 minutes.
I remember that day. It was 10 below zero, and I was trying to warm up in my truck.
I don't care. This is a violation of the company's vehicle idling policy. Also, your GPS records show that 3 days ago your truck left the garage 25 minutes late.
I remember that day. I had to do some online compliance training that morning, and it took some time. I could not get out of the garage before I completed it.
I don't care. You have failed to meet the company's expectations. Also, I reviewed your cell phone records for last month and then cross-referenced them with your GPS records. I found that 3 weeks ago you used your cell phone for 1 minute while driving your truck. This is a violation of company policy.
My cell phone was in my pocket, and I accidentally hit some buttons. I was not talking on the phone.
I don't care. My records show that you violated company policy. Also, the state safety man told me that he came by your worksite the other day and you were not wearing an orange safety vest.
I was climbing a telephone pole in the middle of a field. I was nowhere near the road and I did not think I was required to wear a safety vest there.
I don't care. This is a violation of company safety policy. Also, the safety man told me that you took your safety glasses off.
Yes, I took the safety glasses off for a second to wipe the sweat off my face and then immediately put them back on.
I don't care. This is a violation of company safety policy. Also, the safety man told me that your truck door was not locked at all times.
I unlocked my door to get my tools. I walked 6 feet over to the telephone pole, completed my work, put my tools up, and then locked the door.
I don't care. Your truck should be locked at all times, even if you are standing next to it. You have violated the company's OP78 policy.
This seems crazy to me. I have been a good employee for the past 10 years. I'm never late, I have a great attendance record, I work very hard, and I'm always where I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I just want to come to work, do my job and support my family, just make an honest living. This company used to appreciate me.
I don't care. We are now the world's largest telecommunications company. We do not appreciate you or any of your co-workers. We do not care about anyone. We want to make each of you feel as worthless as possible. We actually hope that you quit so we can hire someone who is afraid to stand up for themselves. You are suspended for 3 days without pay. Any further occurrences will lead to more severe action up to and including dismissal. When you come back to work, we will go on a service emergency and you will be required to work mandatory overtime 12 hours a day for 13 days. And I don't care if you have plans with your family.
Seriously, I don't know how you stand yourself. I'm going to call CWA and file a grievance. You know, I could be mad at you, but I actually feel sorry for you. You wasted 17 hours of company time digging up all this useless information. You must wake up every day feeling like an embarrassment. What a miserable little life you must have.